We have a celebrity guest here.
Oh my goodness, celebrity guest.
I'm so fucking excited. I didn't even get to do an intro. Mince, you son of a bitch. A man who
What's
needs
up, guys?
no introduction. Ethan fucking Ralph.
How are you
Hello.
guys doing? Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on. I'm doing great. People are starting to compare me to the likes of you and Alex Stein and Andy Kaufman and all these crazy talents when it comes to getting under people's skin. And I'm so happy for that. Thank you so much for gracing our show with your presence. It's gonna piss off all the right people.
Yeah, I have that quality myself, and you certainly have that quality. I've witnessed that personally, and then also the last year or so with Eric July. It's just been amazing.
Yeah. Well, I learned everything from you. You and Dick and Hunter S. Thompson when he was fucking with Reagan. You know, I've got this like pantheon of people who taught me how to make other people upset. I'm utilizing everything.
I'm a big Hunter S. Thompson fan myself, fan of Dick Masterson as well, and of course he's a big fan of Hunter S. Thompson too. You got to be a fan of Hunter S. Thompson if you got.
If you're not, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
So
I feel like
if you're not, you're just not free. You are not a free person if you don't like Hunter Thompson.
That's right. That's right. I agree with that 100%. But yeah, who are you guys talking about here? Matt Bear? I followed a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about him, but I have followed. He seems to be raging. I think he got kicked out of the Comicsgate group chat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been raging ever since. Didn't he hire a pedophile apparently too?
He streamed with a pedophile a bunch.
Oh,
Apparently,
okay.
he didn't hire the pedophile because he didn't think the pedophile's art was good enough. Not because he could tell it was a pedophile, like the rest of us could tell the art's pedophilic, but just because it was lower than his cartoonist standards.
I see. Well, at least he's got some kind of standard, I guess. If only the pedophile could draw a little bit better, that would have it would have been okay, I guess.
If only Matt was the pedophile, because then at least the pedophile was a better artist.
That's right.
I'm not saying Matt's a pedophile. I'm just saying I wish he was the pedophile.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. I saw his logo, his pedo-free logo or whatever. That was that was something
100%
else.
pedo.
Yeah,
Free content. that's what I read it as, and I was confused. So
yeah, I don't know if he thought about the placement of the because it does say 100% pedo and then like free content underneath. Yeah, I don't know if he thought that through.
Corporate graphic design artists aren't known for being the best at what they do, and this guy works for the UN. Now would be a good time to pull that up, actually. This guy, he's bragged on Twitter about how he's better than, he got hired by the UN because he's better than everyone. Hold on. Pull these up, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you.
Go back to the folder.
All right.
And then look for Gridiron Green. Pull up Gridiron Green first.
The UN, famous for getting things done, by the way.
This one?
The United Nations.
The cover. Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, yeah, the cover. Yeah.
Okay, look at this.
Take
Jesus Christ, Mint!
I'm going as fast as possible.
Look at this shit, dude.
What? Gridiron Green?
This is environmentalist, Green Lantern, black.
Is that Eric July's cousin on the front? I don't know. It's
It
too
looks
skinny
like
to
an
be Eric
Iceland-
July, so yeah.
It looks like what a Rippaverse character would be. Like we have Horseman, we have Gridiron Green. Like why is it football themed? Oh, because Matt's a big NFL. He does murals for the NFL. He's like a big shot or something.
Does he?
Whoa.
He says so. I don't think that he has in his bio that he's a 2-time Emmy nominee for art, which like Emmy is like TV stuff, so I already discount it. I mean, my friend Nick Caesar did the art for Scream 4, like that movie. Like I know there's plenty of art directors out there. There's people who have to, every time a character draws something in a movie, like an actual artist is paid to have drawn that, and then a guy picks up a pencil and like pretends to draw it. So it's like it's a job. I get. Oh, he does stuff for ESPN. I need to find his whatever his most recent corporate work is, because this is actual trash to me. Like the idea is stupid. His defense is he was commissioned to do it. Like it's not his idea, but he did it for the UN. And if you go to the next page, Mint.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, 2-time nominee means he lost his Emmy nom twice. I'm a Billboard charting songwriter. I'm not a failure. I just stopped making songs after that because I don't care.
This one?
Well, that's his. No, that's there.
Okay. Cool. Check. This is so hard to read if I don't zoom in.
Yeah.
In
No,
the-
it's not readable at all. This is his fucking. This is his UN. Look at all the.
Well, with the
look at all
green background.
propaganda.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with the green background and the green text there in the white box. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
You think he would have thought of that being a pro artist? But yeah, it is tough to read.
Let's read and make fun of this really quick, because this is really bad. Like this is like embarrassing.
Oh.
This is the kind of stuff we would be making fun of DC comic or Marvel comic writers or artists for doing.
This is so hard to read immediately. In the first issue, Obasi, the new mantled gridiron green, is assisting with the installment of green energy-powered sensors for a tribe of indigenous people. He's brought along his
daughter.
his
Tajiri.
daughter.
Well, see, the daughter and friend Susan, those are the women that'll be the real heroes. This is like the most SJW shit I've ever seen. This is like Snowflake and Safe Space, but those didn't even get made. Did this get made, chat? Do we know if this is a real book I can make fun of? Oh.
And his friend Sujan. Don't forget about that.
Sujan.
Ralph?
That's. I was just gonna, and it's literally sponsored by the United Nations.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
It's like this is propaganda. This is environmentalist left-wing
Yes.
propaganda piece that he did.
And Sujan and Tajiri, yeah, I don't know about
What
this.
So
names are
diverse.
Yeah.
Before they're able to finish the project, Obasi gets his first opportunity to use his recently gifted powers against a foe that might be more than a match for Earth's new guardian.
Carbon dioxide?
I mean, this is Jesus.
First off, why would the UN? I mean, I don't know. They've wasted money on worse, I guess. Now that I think about it, I was supposed to say why are they even wasting money on this, but it's the UN, so I
any
retract
chance to
that.
propagandize, right? Isn't
Yeah.
This is a tier 1 culture war operator who created this for the other side of the culture war. These guys want you to eat bugs and own nothing, right?
Literally, yeah.
This is
What do those
amazing.
boxes say? What does that say? Poverty. Yeah,
That is
it's
the
hard to
goals.
read. Zero
Sustainable
hunger.
development goals.
Yeah.
Zoom out a little, man, and then zoom back in. I want to read the whole.
Yeah, there
tagline.
goes.
Oh, where's the tagline?
Transforming our world, the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. Jesus Christ, Matt.
I remember when they had this goal in 2015. Like when I was in 2014, a teacher was like, "Oh, the UN has a plan to end all world suffering by 2015."
Go to the beginning of the pictures. We'll make fun of each one of them. Scroll down. No, the little pictographic icons.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to talk to you. We don't speak the same amount of English, so it's very difficult. Okay, no poverty. That's the number one sustainable. That's the goal for. We're gonna get rid of all the. We're gonna kill the poor people.
That'll happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero hunger. No hunger.
What if I haven't eaten in 18 hours? How will you fix that, UN? I think I'm gonna be a little hungry. Good health and well-being. Okay.
I see.
See, they start like kind of reasonable. Like everybody can agree we don't want poor people or hunger or bad health. Quality education. Okay.
Gender equality.
Equality. You're losing me here, Matt Barr. I don't know if I agree with that, Matt.
Clean water and sanitation. I mean,
We take the trash out around here, don't we, Matt Barr?
yeah.
We can both agree on this one. You've got to go because you're bad.
Affordable clean
energy.
energy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's
Let's keep going.
Green New Deal shit there, yeah.
Decent work? What does that mean?
It means doing what they tell you to do decently. That way the economy grows. It just vote for Biden. That's a job now.
Well, what qualifies as
Whoa.
decent work? Of course,
Sorry.
most of them are like that, right? Like they're kind of nebulous.
It's so vague and like it's trying to,
yeah.
because there's only one thing hidden in here somewhere, and it's like later they'll be like, well, technically you guys agreed to number 8, which is that you only are allowed to eat fish or like whatever it is. Like,
Right. Yeah.
all right, man, your pacing is really bad.
Industry, innovation,
We can read so much
and
faster than you
infrastructure.
think we can.
Well, I'm waiting on your comments before I go to the next one.
Make your own comments. Run a show.
All right. What is 10? There's so many of these.
Let's see.
They really
Reduced inequalities? What does that mean?
Okay, but see, we have gender equality and reduced inequalities.
Well, that's basically, talking about racial stuff, I guess, there. I don't know.
Well, comped tickets to white people who didn't go see Black Panther, but would if they didn't have to pay for it, right? Oh, wait, no, that's not what it is? Okay.
No. Sustainable cities. Yeah.
All right. Responsible consumption and
Ah,
production.
responsible.
What is that? That could mean so much.
It does mean so much. That's the trick.
Like, okay. What do they qualify as responsible?
Climate action. Yeah, see, I knew that would be there.
And why is it 13th? The book's called Gridiron Green. Why isn't this number 1 for the book? Or for the...
Plus that title just sucks.
Are there comic books for the first 12 things too? Like that'd be cool if each one of their little goals had a different comic book by a different hack.
A new kind of rip-off verse, yeah.
Yeah.
Life below water.
What the fuck does that mean? Like we're trying to conserve fish or like just...
It's not really clear. I mean, I guess that's what it means, but yeah, it's not really clear.
They put the fish there because it doesn't mean anything what they're saying.
It's like I'm in favor of that, but yeah, it doesn't really mean anything.
It seems like a subsection of the climate stuff, or like just preserving the animals, like the environment.
Life on land,
life on water, and life on land.
I like that too.
They just wanted 2 of them there, though. Why don't we preserve life? Is that all right? Is there life in the air?
They could have combined those.
No, I'm disappointed. We needed a 3rd one that was life on the air, in the air, life in the clouds, Cloud City, peace, justice. Yeah, okay.
And strong institutions.
Well, that just means that they have the institutional power to punish you for whatever it is that they deem you've done wrong.
Basically,
like fascism?
Yeah. Strengthen the federal government and the UN, I imagine, is what they're thinking. World government is what they really want.
This is all globalist propaganda.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I don't use the word globalist, right? But this...
Here it's appropriate, because that's literally globalist propaganda. This is like some Klaus Schwab type shit here, yeah.
And partnerships for their goals.
Partnerships for the goals. Yeah, that's the globalist part. Like, in every country is going to do what we say, because we're making comic books.
Also, having 17 of them, that's too many. Because most people will just be like, wait, 17 goals? I mean, you need to narrow that down to at least 10, really like 5. But 17 is kind of preposterous.
Yeah, none of these like match the SMART goals. Like, oh, none of these are achievable at all.
Well, why aren't there just the 3 goals? There's 17 goals to achieve 3 extraordinary things. Man, you don't have to zoom in now.
I don't? Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Okay.
17 goals to achieve 3 extraordinary things. Like, why not just have those 3 things be the goals?
Right.
Yes. Wait, they are. They're on the goals list. This is just bad writing.
You're right.
End extreme poverty. That's number 1. Fight inequality and justice. That's number
2.
No, that's number 5, 10,
above,
and 16.
Oh, I get you.
And then fix climate change. That is...
Well, that's
13.
14, 15.
Nope, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because clean water.
Yeah, I think that's just that.
To realize these goals, everyone, however young they are, needs to take part. So join the movement. Share the news about the goals and encourage others to become the generation that changes the world. I guess maybe that's why Matt's not a globalist anymore, is because he's too old. He's 46, and he can't be a globalist.
Why is goals capitalized? Why is the G in goals capitalized? Like it's God or something?
Why is black capitalized now? We may not know, ever. We just changed the language.
Oh, God.
Goal 15, life on land. Why... Where they put emphasis on things is so bizarre to me. Why are we highlighting goal 15? Is there a whole book that... Does the Gridiron Gang comic book come with this excerpt? I was just sent this. I'm going to have to find that book and bring it in as a bonus episode because it looks fucking awful. Protect, restore, promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is fucking like outright propaganda. What's his excuse for this exactly?
He was commissioned?
We'll go to I'm queuing an
Oh, it's a
image.
Twitter.
I'm like subtly asking you to.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna read the person, the work. So this is someone from War Campaign. Do you know what War Campaign is, Ralph?
Yeah, I guess the more militant wing of Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a fair way to put it. Yeah, I know a little bit
Yeah.
about it.
So they're the so like back in December, a bunch of War Campaigners were spamming me with, "Oh, why do you have sex with your sister?" And I was like, "Well, you can get a custom tape at Fansly if you want." And I guess Matt, who used to fight with War Campaign to gain Ethan Van Sciver's favor when they were falling out with him, now he is using War Campaign rhetoric because he's bitter at Ethan Van Sciver for not hating us, and but he used to be fighting with them as they come after him about his UN globalist propaganda. This wouldn't have been sent to me if Matt wasn't using their rhetoric against me. It's very ironic.
Matt just seems really mad that Ethan Van Sciver likes Vito and Dick and you, basically.
And you.
And
I'm sure Matt hates
me.
you.
He's been on.
Matt brought you up
probably
against me.
Did he?
He's like, "Oh, what, are you going to flail your gun at me like you fought Ralph?"
Did he really?
Yeah,
wow, I'm flattered.
Matt's a son of a bitch, dude.
This guy's really mad. I don't get it. And then I mean, it's first off, Ethan Van Sciver, likes Vito and Dick, but also, I mean, have you seen his show? It's been taken off, and especially when Dick was on there the other night. I mean, that was killer. I don't think Matt Bear is bringing in the numbers like that, and he just seems really bitter too. And most people don't like that. So I don't know what his game is, but not the happy warrior, I'll say.
No, but he's a tier 1 cultural operator. Don't you understand? He's a tier 1. He's like the SEAL Team 6 of Comicsgate. That's why his name's Matt Bar 6. Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
saw him posting this.
That might be it. That's cringe.
He was posting on Kiwi Farms too. Whinging about you as well. I happen to see
looking at my
that.
tiny penis, just sitting there like zooming in, staring at it, and trying to figure out how long my little penis is.
No, well, I mean, he probably is doing that, but I didn't see that part. But he was like, I guess you had sent him some stuff on Twitter, or allegedly, I don't know. It could be a fake screenshot, but he was posting.
To rape him. It was
yeah. Right. I mean, I don't know. It could have been fake. I'm not sure, but he did.
Allegedly,
he
I
did
threatened to rape him.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know. I couldn't quite make it out, but he was definitely posting that on Twitter and celebrating your Twitter ban, or excuse me, posting that on Kiwi Farms and celebrating your Twitter ban, because I happened to see that when I tried to look him up. Yeah. I tried to study up on this guy because he's been whinging for like a week or week and a half now. So I was like, well, I better figure out who this guy is. Didn't really know before.
Anything you find out about the CG slums? They last night, because I've been joking about, and now not joking about, how I own CGSlumlords.com, which is like their show that they all do, and I own CGScumlords.com now, so I'm doing CG Scumlords as my own show, shitting on their shitty show. They took CG out of their name. They're just full bore turning on Comicsgate because I'm fucking with them. Like, they're mad at Ethan for it. It's crazy. It's like when Noel got mad at me for liking you before you and I had our falling out.
Noel does that a lot.
Pussy shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason they're supporting Eric July too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Medicare
let me buy.
And pretending they don't get what's funny about Eric.
Right. Well, I mean, all you have to do is look at that for 10 or 15 minutes. And, at first I didn't really want to look into it because I was like, who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not really my bag. But, it only took a little bit of investigating. And it's like, okay, this shit's hilarious. Just look at a few of these clips. And there's so much content surrounding it. But literally they're backing Eric July to, like, spite Dick or Vito. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. And Isom's objectively trash. It's not even, a lot of it's not even fucking drawn. You know what I mean? Like, it's 3D assets, and not even using the 3D assets, but like using them really badly too. It's bad on two fronts. You raise millions and millions of dollars. You had enough money to do an fully original product, but you tried to cut corners and save as much money as you could. And then you cut corners in a piss poor way as well. It's just bad on pretty much every level, and the comic itself is shit too. So
it's fucking embarrassing. It's actually worse than Gridiron Green. I want to bully Matt. At least he drew it. At least he drew that trash, Right?
Yeah. At least that's original product. And I don't know. Maybe Eric July did write some of the story because it's so fucking terrible. But
I think he dictated it to Caro Brown.
Yeah.
His assistant is a professional comic book ghostwriter for what is called urban fantasy. And that's what Iceland is. So
I was about to say, that's a perfect
I
description
think he
of Iceland.
dictated. He was like, then Altona says it is that she is worried it is. Like that's kind of how I
What
think
it is. Yeah, I don't know. The dude does his like ghetto act as well. It's
But
just
you should be in the Hall of Fame of detractors because you have honestly contributed one of the funniest comedy bits to the environment, which is putting blaxploitation music under him while he mumbles about nothing. Oh man, genius!
That was us.
On this show yet?
Yeah, that was us, and it caught on. And
Yeah.
You don't see many clips of it because it's got like copyrighted blaxploitation music in the background. But if you're watching the kill stream, that was an innovation there. And then I saw Dick and Riley did a segment on it with the blaxploitation. It makes his content way better. Like you're listening to him, just toss on a little blaxploitation in the background, and it just fits perfectly. It makes everything better.
Because he views himself as, I can't tell if he's the good guy or bad guy, but he views himself as a member of crime in the 70s. I think that's the way he operates. He's like, when he says I'm acting differently, he's like, I'm gonna pretend then that I'm a LA police officer who's too old for this shit. Or he's a criminal selling his books, like his product off, and he can't deal with the peons.
I'm glad you said that because he always uses that term, and I've talked about that on the kill stream too, and it's like, yeah, it's not like an artist who's proud of their story or a writer who's proud of their story. It's like, let's move this product, let's move these books. Like it's just about selling, which I mean, that's an important part, right? But to me, you shouldn't make that the focus of your public presentation. Now, again, he's made a lot of money. I don't take that away from him, but every time I've tuned into him the last 6 months, most of these clips, he's talking about product and this and that, and let's make a video game. Or I don't know. It's just all about
his video
money.
Game's gonna suck so much, dude.
Did you watch that video? Oh my god!
Yeah, where he's like, and they would be able to use the bathroom in my open world game, and they would be able to drive the car, and they would be able to fly. Oh wait, no, Isom cannot fly. They would not be able to do that. Like,
well, then he's talking about it won't be any one genre, I think, if I recall correctly, and all this stuff you're gonna be able to do, and it's like, well, first off, that's. You watch it and you can tell this motherfucker doesn't know much about video games, first off. And then second off, it's like, okay, well, you better have, $100 million budget, I guess, if you're going to do all this stuff, right? Like it'd be better just to make a simple game in one genre, maybe even side scroller or something like that, something doable. The way he's speaking about it, it's like, okay, this is never going to happen because it would take millions and millions of dollars to make that, like way more than he's made off Isom, like tens of millions of dollars to do something like that.
As much as he says that he views everything from like a business standpoint, in reality, he views everything as like what he would want to have seen when he was 8 or like what he would have wanted to play, but it's like usually just like totally impossible. And that's
exactly.
Everybody
there's a reason.
wants that. Like everybody wants their own cartoon and wants their own like 170 issues of the Hulk comic book, but like you can't have it actually, so that's why nobody does, and he's insisting on it.
Right, and he talks about it like it's gonna, Grand Theft Auto. Basically, you said it right. Like it's gonna have all this stuff and all these mini games and all this stuff. It's like, okay, well, Rockstar spent $500 million or whatever the fuck, they spend developing.
Overall, billions now. And each game progression, it builds on itself. What you can do.
Right. Yeah. And there's no telling how much they spent. Yeah.
GTA 5 couldn't have like interior buildings the way that GTA San Andreas did because there was too much map. So like have the recently I don't know if you've heard this one. Recently Eric said that his goal for the Rippaverse is to be your one-stop shop for entertainment. A la how he used Marvel and DC growing up. He said every paycheck there was something new I could buy that I had not had already from the company, be it a statue or a comic book or a t-shirt. Not always comics, but... So his goal is to have Rippaverse fans, the 1,300 of them that are left, buy something from him every 2 weeks. That's how fast he's trying to produce... I know, it's...
Well, he's milking his audience too much, right? Like, I mean...
Yeah, of course.
People tap out at a certain point. He did what was it, the Mac Daddy Club or whatever per month? It was like, I don't remember what it was. I guess you could subscribe per month.
For
And then there was
$100
also
a month,
yeah,
you get a 30% discount on merchandise, and you get an early access to his
yes.
campaign model books. But he just released this Joe Bennett book that he hasn't sold out of because only 2,000 copies, by the way, and it's been like 4 or 5 days. It's really embarrassing. You got to remember, this guy
Right.
sold 13,000 copies of Isom 1 in hours, and he can't sell 2,000 copies of this Joe Bennett book. And he didn't give the membership people any benefits. They were like, hey, do we get access to this early? And he's like, well, no, it's not technically a campaign. It's storefront access. And that's where we're moving our model to after Yaira is storefront access. So now those memberships don't help you at all. For the last 6 months, you could have been paying Eric July $100 a month. And he's released 2 shirts in that time, one of which was What's Your Favorite Part, which is like a meme shirt that nobody really wants and looks bad. It's just a shot at dick.
Well, nobody would know what it means. Yeah. Imagine.
Well,
wearing
and it
that around.
infuriates the audience, so they didn't buy it. They don't want to think about or engage with that question, even ironically. So.
Well, yeah, because it sucks. They couldn't tell you their favorite part. But yeah, the Mac Daddy Club was the thing that I don't think that's really what it's called, but that's what I call it.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Is it really called the Mac Club?
Big Mac or something? Yeah, Mac Club. Return of the Mac.
I love that song.
Dude, Eric thinks that he's black. Isn't that crazy? Like, his skin colors like that. He thinks he's blacker than me, you, and Ricada.
I'm about to say, I'm definitely blacker than Eric July, and every way that
you,
counts. You know, felony, a couple other things I won't go into, all kinds of legal shit all day, every day.
And I'm gonna get mine when I rape Matt Barr. I'm gonna get my mugshot. I'm gonna get my Trump-style mugshot. I tried to get it at the warehouse, and Eric didn't engage until I left like a little pussy. But Matt's gonna give me my mugshot. We got a super chat from Hack the Movies.
Oh yeah,
and James Gartner.
So I'll do James Gartner first. Fear
Shout out
and
James.
Loathing for Canon's sake. James Gartner for $9.99. Fear and Loathing for Canon's sake. Pretty cool guest. So fucking like
pop some like balloons, dude. It is. That's mixing Matt Barr's language and Eric's. Good job, James.
Shout out to James
here,
Killstream guy there. Great guy.
Fuck yeah. We love James over here. What we do for the super chats here is, I don't know if you've seen, but we have a wall that I'm ruining my deposit with by throwing darts at it. And we've got balloons put up and a dartboard, and Mint draws people on the balloons. Today we have Warski, we have PvP.
Yeah, we have PvP, Warski, and Gator.
Okay, cool.
Oh, 3 of my favorite people.
On top of like Eric and Matt Bars and such.
Yeah. So we'll get to that at the end of right before our Clip and Rip segment.
Hack the Movies for $5. I didn't think my Eisenheimer domino effect would lead to this collab. What a time to be alive.
So Ralph, you know Tony from Hack the Movies.
Yeah. I had him blocked for a long time, and then I'd unblocked him, and I saw that he followed me. I was like, I better follow him back since I put all that behind me in the first place. And
he's a good
ancient
guy.
history. Yeah, I actually didn't have a problem with him anyway. I get on a blocking spree, and I was like, I don't like this guy.
He's friends with us, and when we were fighting
yeah. That's
why
we
went on his show, and so I get it. I totally get it.
That's why I did that. He really didn't say anything about me, but I was just like, oh, fuck this guy. But yeah, he's a nice guy. I've actually watched some of his stuff and some of y'all stuff on there. Past the stuff where you were when we were beefing or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Clip Sama is good stuff too. I use that channel not every single day, but pretty often. And they have a nice range of clips that other channels don't have, at least on some of them. And so yeah, I like Clip Sama. I'm actually subscribed myself. So.
The Geek Getaway for $5. Riley is so much happier with Ethan as a guest than when I'm on. This will not go unaddressed on CG Scumlords. By the way, I'm the chosen one. Hail Comicsgate.
Hail Comicsgate.
Oh, I won't throw that up. But
Hail Comicsgate. Wait. Hail Comicsgate. Okay.
And also, Coof for $2. Thank you all for not killing yourselves with Pray Who.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coof.
Could have happened many times, but by accident.
I'm trying to do it on purpose, and I failed. So, this tweet real quick, and then we got to get to that clip of you on the trash cast.
Oh yeah. All right. So
read it from the top.
Okay.
Or I guess from
Matt
the bottom.
Barr
Sorry,
is,
I have autism.
Quote tweeting this guy. Ask at Matt Barr 6 why he blocks everyone like a coward, and also ask him about his work doing globalist propaganda for the @UN. right?
Which I looked at and I do now think is globalist propaganda that he did do for money from the UN.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to judge it till I looked at it.
I think that's undeniable. Go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
I blocked everybody in was camp. Lame.
God, it's so not fun. He's like a vacuum of humor, right? Other people call him was campaign, like WUZ, like we was kings. And that's, I guess, like, okay. But was camp lame is convoluted. And it's technically like deficient mockery, I think.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
These guys don't think they're fucking Donald Trump, and they're not.
Just call it the whore campaign, is what I would call it.
Fucking,
but,
there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Much more creative than Matt Barr.
Your jokes don't have to be 4 layers because you're not Dave
Right.
Chappelle. Like,
Right. Well, yeah. If you're a professional comedian, maybe you could get flashy with it, but like just
Right.
throw something catchy out there. It doesn't even necessarily have to make sense, but like horror campaign. I mean, that's closer to the actual name too, right? Like, you know,
exactly.
Was campaign like that's no.
Two derivations away. Like you're abstracting the
yeah.
joke too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Because none of your are worth arguing with. Keep screaming from your water closet. Yes, I worked for the UN on a comic. They came to me because none of you are worth a shit.
I love it.
I wouldn't mind living rent-free, but the place smells like shit.
What a fucking failure of a person this guy is.
Holy shit. Terrible
shit.
tweet. It's terrible.
This is his
version
of a really good tweet too. He's effort into this one. Probably read it 3 times. He's like, this is gonna get him.
You didn't catch.
He's probably watching. He's watching right now, isn't he, Matt?
Yeah,
Do you think so?
He's watching.
Yeah, he's definitely watching right now, isn't he?
Do you have anything to say to Matt Barr? Any advice?
I mean, it's down the road, not across the street. I think that would probably be my advice for Matt Barr. And have somebody else do your Twitter if you don't take that advice. That would probably be my thing.
Amazing.
We got some more super chats. Katie Dude's channel for $2. You look pretty today, Mint. Thank you. New clips up now. Cool.
There's literally twice as many people to compliment as other than Mint.
Yeah, that's true.
Son of a bitch. Or
suit for an Australian $10. Hey Ralph, unblock me. I don't hate you. It was just a parody cartoon. Don't be an Eric July brother. You used to laugh at my animations.
I forget which one it was that I didn't like, but he tagged me in it too. I think that's why I blocked him. I don't remember now, but yeah, if you link your Twitter in there, I'll go unblock it. I think it was because he tagged me with it, and it was something unflattering or something, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Fuck
it's all unflattering. I don't know if that's by design. I don't know if that's by design.
I think so.
It's so icky. Like you look at it and you're like, oh man, this hits in the perfect way.
But I have traditionally liked some of his animations and played them on the show back in the day too. So yeah, I don't have anything against Suture Show really.
Good shit.
Sweet.
We're mending bridges over here. Do you see how we're not like Matt Barr and Eric July? Ralph didn't just go on a 4-minute rant about how he never even blocked you, probably, and if he did block you, it was for a good reason, and he doesn't have to deal with you. Like, fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I did block him. You know, I don't know, the fakeness. I can't get with. It's a disease in a lot of places. Actually, how you mentioned Worski and PPP, just a lot of these people. You know. A guy who weighs 800 pounds sitting there and a crackhead who, you know, pushed his girlfriend into killing their baby. You know, they're going to get on here and moralize, right? Like, I don't know. It's just retarded on every level. Level is my word of the day. But yeah, I don't know. I know I have a reputation for getting into fights sometimes, literally, I guess. Now, since I'm in here, I'll mention that too. But, you know, I'm also, you know, I like to put shit behind me too with those that you can. Some people don't want to do that, but you know, a lot of this stuff is silly. I know they're trying to ruin Nick Rekieta now too. We had some back and forth, but you know, really that was my friend. Even when I was fucking with him, you know, I would have liked it. You know, I was always thinking, you know, man, I didn't hate him, right? Like I wasn't trying to ruin him. I was just talking shit. And then you see people, they do it to me too, and others, but specifically Ricada recently, where it's just like, it's not that. It's like, let's ruin this guy's life. Let's fuck up his family. And, I've never really been on that tip, even though I have a reputation, I guess, for that. It's not really that with me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Suit for another Australian 5 at yourself suit mate. It was just an exaggerated cartoon for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was. Like I said, who knows what kind of mood I was in. And sometimes, if I get tagged with something and it's like I don't like it or whatever, or I think it's, I don't know. I can be quick on the block. I don't get out here and lie. I have just blocked people quickly, for whatever reason. And that's another thing. It goes back to what I was talking about. Some people take that really seriously. I don't think he's one of those people, but I've had people go to war with me for years just for blocking them on Twitter or throwing them out of my chat or something. And it's like, dude, it's not that serious. Yeah, it's not that serious. You could just email me or send me a message, and I most likely would unblock you. Like I've done that 100 times, more than that, right? It's not that serious at all, but some people take it as a declaration of war. 100%. It's just mental to me. I don't know.
Well, speaking of blocking, the person that blocked me, I have the clip. We went like halfway through the clip.
Yeah.
We
Let's
stopped.
cover the rest of it with. Do you have like an out? Do you have to leave at some point, or are you here? For...
I'll probably stay till like 6, maybe a little bit after or whatever.
Okay,
6:15, something like that.
Yeah, we go. That'll probably be perfect because we do. I don't know if you've seen the show. We do.
I've seen a little bit of it, but I don't know the whole format.
Cool. We have these segments, so like we'll do this. This is our what it is. This week's special because we've got a lot of Matt Barr content. Normally it's like 15 minutes at the front. Then Mint will do like some comic promo or news because we actually like comic books around here. And then she'll review a comic book, and that's when we don't have guests. And then normally we have guests for the back end, but today is going to be another day where we can't like do the clip and rip of stuff. So we're just going to end it on Mint's movie review at about 6:30. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
Daily movie reviews. I did see that.
Yeah.
All right, well, she's doing. Comic
book review.
Oh,
she's
comic
now doing
book
daily
reviews.
comic reviews too.
You switched it. Okay.
But
No,
we're just doing both.
Both.
We're like 600 day. How many days into the daily movie reviews?
Like 545.
Highly produced. Multiple cameras sometimes one camera, but always like edited. We have 3 editors on staff now, and we're adding the daily comic reviews via this show. Her Mint's Got Issues segment. So
wow, both you guys work really hard, and I've enjoyed seeing your success.
Thank you.
And for people who don't know, this shit is work. I mean, it's not like real work, but it's there's still work involved, right? In planning and staying on top of stuff and finding clips and finding ideas, reviewing stuff like they're doing. I mean, that shit takes time.
When
and
organizing 3 employees, like Eric always says, you guys don't understand what it's like to have employees. Like, actually, I do. And Clippaverse is a comic book company now, you guys. The money that you send me slowly goes into stuff. Like, this channel will go all into comic books. I've already got a writer and, of course, Mint Salad here. Like, we're making a comic book. The first book is, like, done with drafting and storyboarding. Like the script is done. We're done with our 4th draft. We might change stuff in the actual art as Mint is drawing it. Like I'm gonna have like critiques, or I'm gonna move panel placements and stuff maybe. But right now our first 22 issue comic is like wrapped pre-production wise. We just have to make the thing now. Yeah, we work like 18 to 20 hours a day due to the help of drugs. And
I've never done those. But I was about to say, you made me think of somebody was telling me yesterday, and there's like, I work a lot already, but he's like, you got to work even more. He's like, look at this and that. He's like, Ralph, you gotta work even harder. And I'm like, I'm whining. I'm like, well, I'm doing 10-hour streams. What do you mean? Da, 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 da. He's like, you gotta work even harder. You gotta go out and plot out some stuff before. You gotta reach out to more people. You gotta stay on the grind, or you're gonna get left behind in certain ways,
it's
right? Like,
now.
Yeah. Like, I mean, people are stepping it up, even some people I don't like, right? And he's like, you better follow suit. As we saw, suit yourself in chat. You got to keep on pace, because you'll get outworked if you don't watch it. So I always respect the grind.
Yeah, no, I respect the fuck out of your ability to stream like that too. I can't do it. 2-3 hours of this show, and I'm like, because normally the third episode of the show, I was standing up, running in place in a Flash costume for 3 hours. And after that, I was like, well, that's the most effort I'll put into the show at any point. Like, that was too much.
Well, I do
now
those
sitting
long
in a chair in my room.
Right. Well, I do those long streams, but in certain ways, it's like, well, okay, yeah, you did your long stream, but you got to get up even earlier, right? Like I get up pretty early in the mornings, but it's like I got to get up even earlier. And when I get done with the stream, a lot of times I want to go do something that I want to do, right? Like I'm kind of selfish sometimes. Like I want to go read my own thing or talk to this person or that.
Yep.
And you kind of gotta. The
reason we didn't finish all this last night. We had to go to we had to go to a Trapped concert in Knoxville last night. And it wasn't very good. I spent most of it outside doing like vaping weed.
Trombone Shorty is better.
They only have one song, it turns out. And I knew that before I went to see them, that they only have Headstrong. Like, really? But then you go and you listen to it, you're like, oh, wow, this is an opening act and 50 minutes. Or like, I guess it was more like 120 minutes of them playing songs that weren't Headstrong. And I was like, oh, wow, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, play that song I know. Yeah.
And they did play it, but then they played everything else.
Oh, no, you got to play it at the end. Yeah, you got to play it at the end.
I fucking, you get it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that's what everybody's waiting on, right? If you play at the beginning, then it's like, okay, well, I already heard the main song I wanted to hear, and I don't even know this other stuff. Unless the other stuff is just, out of this world, right. Which probably is not, or you would have heard it already, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, yeah.
But
we got Marcus what is that? Guntis
Aurelius.
For 5, what is that, pounds? 5 pounds?
Yeah,
I love all 3 of your guys' content. You really helped me get through those long walks in the heat to dialysis.
I'll take it.
Ooh,
yeah,
fuck.
Thank you for the 5 pounds. Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and address that because that's another bit of fake news.
Thing?
Yeah, that was a shot at me.
Oh, I don't know all your A-log stuff. Even when I didn't like you, I was not a Kiwi farmer because those people are pathetic fucking losers. So
right.
I didn't go, I don't like Ralph, now I'm retarded. Like, it wasn't like an evolution from that.
Back when I stayed with my mom because she was sick and I lived there when the Christian took off originally. And
people can I just say people exaggerate how bad your house was? Like,
well, yeah, you were over there. Yeah. And
unfortunately, I don't want to say the name, but I stood outside and I watched the person who put your picture of your house on the internet do it. And then they married you. So
I don't know that person, but I don't know who you're talking about. But
what a fucking
I will
low swing. Anyway,
I will say this: that whole thing's a lie too. My mom didn't walk to dialysis. Like, that's just made up. I was fucked up on the pill stream or whatever, and she had come to wake me up because I was supposed to take her, and I was still fucked up. First off, all the people who say that, it's like, well, I couldn't, I was fucked up. I couldn't drive anyway. I mean, I could, but do you really want me to drive my
would that have been the good thing for you to do?
Well, I'm fucked. Right. Like, does that even make sense? Now you could say, well, don't get fucked up in the first place. Okay, that's a fair point. But like, would it have been good to get up fucked up and drive my mom to dialysis? But no, she didn't walk to dialysis. She just got an Uber, like I said. But it wasn't actually an Uber. It was like Safe Cares. It's like an Uber for people,
like medical,
they're sick, right? Yeah. So
I have a friend who uses it to go to a dispensary.
Yeah.
Like, because that's a medical thing for him.
Yeah, she didn't walk to Dallas. This is just fake news. So
obviously, shit like that's so stupid. It's like, we are doing enough wrong. We're probably already the bad guys. Okay?
Right.
You don't have to make stuff up about us.
That's what I always say, Riley. I'm like, dude, there's real shit out there that's going on. And
like, my mom is a crack whore who I went to foster care because my mom was caught in a sting operation sucking the cocks of 2 black dudes in my living room while I was in a high chair across the room for a pound of cocaine. And the cops busted in because our neighbor had like reported it or some shit like that. Like, from what I remember of the reason that I went to foster care. And then I was raised by black people. And you can say all that as harshly as you want without making up that Mint and I are doing incest porn. Like, there's a lot that you can hit me for if you want to try to embarrass me with. I don't care about any of it. I have a very small penis, but I've made over $100,000 in porn already with my tiny little penis, you guys. It doesn't mean much.
Well, you know what? I always think that it's better to hit people with the real shit, and that throwing fake shit out there. Yeah, that's what actually hurts them.
Oop, that hurts. That hurts way more than making up stuff.
that being said, there is an audience out there that just wants like fakery, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but some people do, and they think it's cute or funny or something. I don't know. Some of them actually believe it. It's like WWE. It's like a mark, basically, like a non-smartened up fan of wrestling, right? Like a kid who watches wrestling thinking it's real, and they want just fake storylines and fake shit out there, like me having dentures and just crazy shit. Like I couldn't even, there's so much in my life and in my history that really happened that you could go through versus like he's got dentures. Like that's something I never thought I would be dealing with. Right, like as a accusation.
Dentures.
It's just preposterous.
I wish I had dentures.
Nothing wrong with having them if you have them, but like I don't, and so
some of them
probably be better shape if I did. Yeah, no, I was about to say. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not boogies, but some of them are better than teeth.
Yeah, I mean, Boogie's got the implants, I think, doesn't he? They drill them into his skull. Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, I remember he's got a video of the surgery too. I remember playing it. They gave them to him for free, I think, so they could advertise their services. But yeah, I think he's got the implants that are like screwed into your gums or whatever, which sounds very, very harsh. But
it's easier to brush your teeth, probably.
Yeah.
It sure is. James Gartner for $4.99 says, "Okay, Riley, you look pretty too. And Ralph's got more issues than Mint. Great show."
I got more issues than most. Yeah, that's true. Just about everybody.
Wait till I'm your age, Ralph. Just wait. I'm trying so hard, man. I'm gonna go way harder.
You'll get there. Don't go too much harder. But yeah.
You know how far I'm willing to go. I told Matt I'm willing to go as far as molesting. It's something I've always wanted to try, and I didn't get a chance when I was younger. To molest.
Just about.
Mint, do you want to go over your clip?
Oh, yes, I do.
We got 170 people watching, by the way. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. Thanks for watching. Monday through Friday, we do this show at 4 p.m. to like 7 or 8 p.m., maybe 9 p.m. I don't want it to be too long. I want it to be digestible, but it is segmented. And I would also kind of like it to serve as sort of a daytime, mid-afternoon intro into everyone else's late-night streams. You know, if Ralph's streaming at 8 p.m. someday, like I want you guys to be able to go over there. If the biggest problem is streaming, I want you to pop over there. If Trashcast or Geek Getaway are streaming, I want you to be able to hop right over there and be as entertained as you want to be. We here at the Rippaverse Detractor Network, or the best shows of the best shows, we're going to make sure that you are always entertained. We're your one-stop shop for content. I hate that phrase. Eric's such a loser.
It's just, I don't know.
Right.
I think
We're going to make, you're only allowed to watch us from now on and give me your money. Like, dude, that's delusional. You're not Disney. It took them 80 years to make
Right, well, that's like you said, he doesn't have enough people. I mean, he's got, a sizable base or whatever, but like, it's not like DC and Marvel. They didn't start doing that until they had, millions of people or hundreds of thousands at least buying their shit.
He's releasing an omnibus. He's releasing an omnibus for the first 2 issues of Isom. What's the fuck? I
saw that.
An omnibus is like 40 or more.
It's just everything he can do to squeeze another dollar, and that'll burn your people out, right? Like even streaming every day, I could probably stream every day, but it's like, well, you're burning your people out, like, and doing so much content. It's like you got to take a day or two off here or there. I don't know.
Yeah, but see, we understand, like, what the game is here. What we're trying to do is make other people, entertain people. We're making other people have a better day. A lot of these people are here to just take money from the internet. I think they think that it's easy. It's not.
No. All right, so I should mention, this is about a minute before we ended the it's 17 minutes and 23 seconds is where we ended. I pushed it back to 16 minutes so we get some context before we go back into the clip, just so you know.
And I mean, you guys, chat, if you're not familiar with Ethan Ralph, get ready. This is going to be great. He's an expert at breaking down idiots on the internet.
Let's break it down.
We all see through how defensive Matt Barr is being and how aggressive he's being towards Ethan Van Sciver. But Ethan Ralph is going to see it even.
Now, I haven't seen this clip either, by the way. So I'll play John Madden here, the Madden of the Maniacal. So yeah, I haven't seen this yet. I just seen his bitching on Twitter.
Clip.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Let's
fucking ranting.
Oh, just tell me when to pause whenever.
Of a fucking little asshole and his autistic girlfriend. says that Riley made a video about Matt. Now, I did show that video. Did you see the video where he went to Walmart and he's buying the gear?
No, dude, I did not see this. Are you gonna fucking sit here and show it to me? Like,
Ralph, did you see that video?
No, I didn't see it actually. I want to see it now though. But you can just tell by the tone. Look, listen to how pissed off he is, right?
Yeah.
Well, you've already lost. You've already lost, unless you're like ripping out some zingers there or something. Because if you come in with that stance, you pretty much already lost it, right? And you can tell he's already worked up, right? So I don't like his opening strategy here.
are you gonna sit here?
Oh, I should mention, he was fighting with EVS during this, and also lists off how many people he's fought. So that's the rest of the clip. Just so you know.
Okay, but
I
already showed it.
Not fucking like understand that I've blocked these people for a reason.
I already showed it. I showed it before you got in here,
dude. Because I haven't watched it and I don't want to. That's
Yeah,
why I blocked these people, dude. Holy
Yeah, I
fuck!
understand.
Like I hope that sinks into your head, dude. That I'm not trying to fight with these people. I'm trying to block them and fucking get my shit done.
Oh, I see. Okay, Matt. Well,
patronizing there from Ethan Van Sciver. You can tell it's just like, oh, I see. Yeah, and just the tone of his voice. You know, he's just the guy's a spurg. This Matt Barr guy, right? Like, and he's so worked up. Well, that's what Riley's trying to do to him anyway, right? So, I don't know. It's just complete fail. Oh, here goes Riley. Okay, he's coming back.
He'll be back. All right.
Okay.
Just so
all right, go ahead.
And
That's cool.
listen, here's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this. When you're fighting with these people while getting your shit done, okay, it's throwing them out of my green room. It's keeping people that I want to be able to have on the show out of my green room so I can't invite them to the show.
Shit isn't
That's
my fault.
only problem.
That's his own fucking butthurt asshole.
Well, you know what?
Unblocking me. He can unblock me any day he wants and everything would be fine. I don't have a fucking problem with him. He's the one who's continuing this. As for fucking mint salad in them,
you're the one with the burnt asshole about them. Like, so they can
because they're talking about raping me, and it's not a burnt asshole, dude. It's just a natural reaction. You're gaslighting me with.
Now pause it for a sec. Does he really think he's gonna get raped? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I take that for what it is. I don't think he's actually going to get raped. It seems like he's taking that a bit too literally. Man. Yeah. I don't know. It just seems kind of preposterous. Now, if you just block somebody, you know, when I block somebody, I usually forget about it, right? Unless, you know, something noteworthy is coming out of there. I don't have any need to. Certainly going streams of seed. Yeah, go ahead.
He didn't forget about me, like, at all, after blocking me. He'd just, like, tweet about me, pretty much. I'll show you the tweets after.
Sure.
So, just...
Now, what did he say about you? Because I saw you said you were thinking about suing him. What was it he said? Because I saw it on Twitter and now I forget.
He said that I did incest porn on OnlyFans, and that's specifically against OnlyFans terms of service. So if someone were to believe him and report my OnlyFans and that got taken down, then I would sue him. You know.
Well, that would have cost you a lot of money, probably. Yeah.
But also, what's interesting, he uncovered proof that Young Clippa didn't joke about, like, the OnlyFans. Like, there's only, like, one screenshot, right, where it's Young...
Yeah, that account was deleted, so...
Yeah. What was it? So, what happened? What was the context?
I just joked about Fansly. We can pull it up later.
Yeah.
But it's a different platform, so it's a different stake. I mean, these guys are being disingenuous when they pretend that because they'll wage 6-month wars against SJWs who tag Indiegogo about their racist jokes, but they're allowed to say that somebody is a whore because somebody's a whore that they're breaking TOS. I don't think going after somebody's money is the right thing to do ever.
Yeah, and it's just,
or at least it's sending an aggressive statement. If you're doing it to be very, very aggressive. That's why you flag people. Yeah, he went on a stream for like 4 hours lying yesterday too.
Well, plus he's giving you what you want. I hate to give him any advice, but like he should come on and be jolly, basically, and laugh. You know what I mean? Not see.
The whole reason he blocked Mint is she told him in a private chat like how to avoid further humiliation, and he was like, "Oh, I don't need advice from you." It's like, she knows me better than anybody. She
Trying
knows
to help
exactly
him.
what she knows. I wanted her to go on the stream and cry like we're about to see her do. I was so happy. I was at a bar with a different girl, 34 Bs, and I was hanging out with that girl at a bar while Mint's like losing her mind in the house all alone, sad that Matt Barr is attacking her. They think I don't love that too. I'm not simping for this bitch. All I've done all week is win.
All I do is win. Yeah,
Hashtag we
I
will
enjoy
win.
that.
Hashtag we will Winnie.
True.
All right, let's hear a little
You
bit
just
more.
said that about Cecil. You called Anna
Because
dumber than a Bollywood
because I've reached
movie.
out to him several times and been like, dude, can you fucking chill out? Like, I'm
You
not
call
trying to
Cecil
start shit with
gay
him.
all the time. I've seen that
never
too.
called Cecil gay.
Something
I called
like
out
that.
his fucking small head. That's it.
Oh yeah, you said he has a. Oh, I did see that. Yeah, you said he's got a tiny little hydrocephalus. No, not hydro. That's when you have a
It's a
balloon head.
mitochondrial head or something like
Yeah,
that.
you called him. You said he had the head of a midget, and then you showed a picture of a deformed child and said that was Cecil.
Fucking man, if he's calling me he's calling me a nobody. Like, you're just fucking like sad that I
You
just
are,
fucking.
see, okay, that was funny, but you are a nobody, so now you're losing again. Like, it's funny what you did to make Cecil mad at you and block you. It's not funny that you did it because he insulted your integrity and called you a nobody or something, because you are a nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard of him, but I mean, I'm not like a comic book expert or whatever. But in terms
if you were,
of,
you also wouldn't
I
have heard
still
of him, because I am.
I actually knew who Ethan Van Sciver was
Yeah.
before he ever came on my show, even not being a comic book expert. But I knew enough about it to have I've read about his history before I ever talked to him.
One of
because
DC's
he's-
greatest cover
Yeah,
artists.
because he's really fucking famous.
Yeah.
So yeah, I already knew him. I never heard of Matt Barr. I think that would be the most common
He's the
response.
Cyberfrog would have been TMNT had he spent all of his time working on it, but he was so good that they in the 90s pulled him into corporate work, and they tied him up on like the most successful mainstream comics he could be doing for years. He worked with Joe Quesada doing X-Men stuff. He did a bunch of covers for that, even on books that he wasn't like drawing the interior arts on. Then he got to go to DC and do Flash Ironheights and Flash Rebirth and Green Lantern Rebirth, and these were huge. They brought back iconic characters that are still here only because he did that. There would be no The Flash movie or TV show.
Well, he gets royalties off all that too, and I've seen him
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it. Like the royalty check. See, that's the shit. That's that shit right there. Sometimes wrestlers too will get royalties. Like for like the NWO. So Kevin Nash and Bischoff and Hogan, they get paid off the NWO every time they talk about it, every time they use it in the video game, etc. Well, he's got that same type of deal with some of the storylines and characters and stuff that he's created or brought back and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, whenever they go to the prison in the Flash universe, instead of Arkham Asylum, it's Ironheights.
Yeah.
They got to pay Ethan.
Exactly. They do.
Like,
And they do pay him.
give
That's what I'm
Ethan his
saying.
money.
That's that long money right there. Yeah, where you get
Yep.
when you start getting the royalties rolling in, and I've seen him talk about. He's like, I don't even know what this royalty check's for, right? Like where, right? Like I didn't even keep up with what they were using it for. But yeah,
he created the
that's
color
that long money.
spectrum for the lanterns.
Oh, I didn't
Jeff
know
was
that.
Like, Jeff was like, "Hey, we need different colored ones," and he's like, "I got you." So he creates Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern, who its greed represents the Orange Lantern. So Larfleeze has all the rings because he killed all the other ones. Perfect.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
huge.
Shane Davis, who's another one of these Comicsgate Kings, he created the cat, the Red Lantern cat.
Yeah.
Dexstar and the Atrocitus. The big Red Lantern guy, that's an Ethan Van Sciver creation. They're both in the Injustice video games. Money.
That's what I say every time. Yeah.
I play as Atrocitus. I'm like, oh yeah, I know Ethan Van Sciver now. It's awesome.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. The only reason any of these guys know who Matt Barr is because he's riding Ethan's coattails. He does a show called Pre-Kings or something, like to ride off of Comicsgate Kings. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not impressed. Yeah, go ahead.
Blasted him into fucking blocking me.
Yeah, you can't do that, man, because
yeah, I can, dude. Yes, I can. You do it to people. You fucking blast people into fucking blocking you. I'm sorry he's your friend, but he's fucking weak.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Here's ASC Presents says, stop saying they threatened you. This is Mint.
Right, you did. Whatever. ASC is fucking Clippa.
I did not threaten him.
No, he just thinks it's me. Or he's just saying it's me. I don't know.
Hold on.
So fucking whatever, dude.
No, it isn't. This is mint salad right now.
Oh, now it's mint salad now. See what I'm saying? That's why I blocked both of their accounts, dude. Because they fucking use all the same accounts together.
Incorrect.
I don't know what that means. There's one account we both use, and we use a little hyphen thing that Mint makes me use so that in screenshots, people know it's me or her in the future because everybody lies about what we say and do.
Yeah,
and I was just gonna say real quick. I talked to you to come on the show, and that was mint salad that I was talking to, right? Like I could tell the difference. So yeah.
Well, obviously you can tell the difference.
yeah. I could tell the difference. Just different writing styles, different words.
I'm really funny. Mint doesn't have 6 jokes a minute like I'm doing in my writing style.
Yeah, I could tell it was her, but I don't know. He's seeing ghosts behind every corner.
And he's doing it on purpose, like Grimcool says.
Yeah, probably.
He's
disingenuous. All right, let's keep going.
Smear campaign.
Like I'm not fucking. I don't even give a fuck. I'm fucking blocking him, and I don't want anything to do with him. It's that simple.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
Sheila Alien says mad at you now too. Hold on a second. Sheila Alien says, Bar, you're a nobody, and that is okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Are
you
enough.
know what I mean? It's like what?
That's a joke, Matt. You are a nobody, and that's okay. You're enough. Like it's like a joke amongst friends.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
Breaking his balls, yeah. Busting his balls, whatever.
It's the weed psychosis. I think he has, as a proud drug addict myself, I have not been sober in 4 years, and I don't have to be because I make enough money to sustain a drug habit. Matt Barr needs to stop smoking weed. This guy, like, literally has broken his brain. I think he's given himself that schizophrenia everybody keeps talking about. Like, if you smoke weed, you get paranoid and everybody's attacking you. He's like induced bipolar.
Yeah, I used to be a big weed smoker myself. But I don't know. I never got like that off of. Sometimes it made me think a little too hard. But some people do get super paranoid.
Dude, he smokes like it's alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he's smoking way too much, which it must be a lot. If I don't know. I used to smoke a good bit myself, and I never got like that. So yeah.
That means fucking nothing from people on YouTube. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, from YouTubers, right?
I think the big thing is that he's so used to fighting this culture war where nobody swings back because Disney executives won't reply to you. Like Kathleen Kennedy's not gonna make fun of you or threaten to rape you, and I will. That's the difference.
Yeah, it's true. It's different tactics for a different, enemy, quote unquote, right? He's used to just swinging at people who are never going to respond, really.
Yeah.
And
it's very easy to pick on the idea of gay kids. It's very hard to fuck with a gay kid who's threatening to put his penis in you.
Yeah, exactly. Great way to put it.
People keep thinking I'm not gay, but I hate Mint so much. I am gay now. I am gay now.
How many bong rips did he do on stream?
4 or 5 every couple minutes is his average. So.
Oh God. Okay.
I can drain a 1 gram. For the record, I can drain a 1 gram cart in 4 hours, like max. Like it's very easy for me to. But he needs to stop doing drugs because he can't handle his high. Okay, that's the whole thing.
Anything goes for $2 says weed is innocent. Matt is trash human. Don't blame the weed. Blame the Matt, who's the trash human in this instance.
Thank you for the $2. I'm gonna spend it on weed.
Amazing.
Are you kidding me? From somebody who, it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? What kind of power is that? You're nobody on YouTube. Yeah. What? Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. I'm gonna go hang out with my fucking family.
Are you gonna block Sheila now? Sheila's in that room too.
No,
you're probably gonna block Sheila, throw her out of the room.
Yeah, listen, dude. That's
she
exactly
might be a YouTuber, but she's a good entertainer. You know what I mean?
That's great. She is. She gave me the fucking the dungeon files. But yeah, great. I'm a nobody. Awesome.
She gave you the dungeon files, dude. You should be
mean to Sheila. Yeah, so Sheila Aliens is the one who leaked that. I don't know if you've seen this, but this guy named PTP or Party Time Patrick had this subsect of Comicsgate. Like, they was trying to rebel. That he was trying to he was creating a whisper network and spreading poison to lower Comicsgate creators that he thought he could try to rope in to go against EVS and Shane and Matt. Shane and John Malin and stuff. And Matt was at the time being talked shit about in there. But now he's attacking the person who gave him the Dungeoneer files and showed that he was being talked shit about in there. He's attacking the positive leak. Like, I can only do so much for a guy who wants to attack his own allies.
Well, he's in that mode. And again, I've been there too, where it's just like, you know, it's a bad place to be though, right? Where you're buckled down, you're just swinging at everybody. Well, you're starting to create more strife for yourself. You're creating more enemies for yourself. Especially, you know, you lose allies like that. Like you said, it's like, I don't know.
Yep.
This guy's
He's exhibiting, chat says here, Dungeon Master Blaster says Matt is exhibiting the same exact behavior as Yellow Flash from PTP did. Same melted brain psychosis. Yeah, so with this whole thing, like PTP starts going after EVS because John Malin is making fun of them going to a sex dungeon in Tampa after a comic convention with a whole little group of comic skaters. They all went to like a gay sex dungeon. And then they thought that was like funny. John Malin thought it was degenerate and made fun of them for it, which it is degenerate and should be made fun of. And then they all got mad that he was making fun of them. And instead of getting mad, you know, just at John, they got mad at EVS. Instead of Matt just getting mad at me and Dark Griff just getting mad at Dick and Vito, these guys are all taking it out on EVS. So there's some kind of like weird, we deserve more from you.
What they're doing is, and I've seen this, like, why do you hang out with Dick and Vito, or why do you do this or that, rather than just staying in their own lane? Like, I've never done that. Like, oh, you have so and so, you can't be friends with this person or that. Right. You know, I've seen Noel do that with Dick Masterson, for instance, right?
You didn't do it for me. You didn't do it to me. When the fight first started between you and Trixie, it wasn't like between me and you.
Right. So, yeah, I just don't.
It wasn't until we had tension that we dealt with it in the same day. These people, these fucking internet people, man.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I try to keep it. Well, yeah. Plus, people do that to me too, right? Well, you can't be friends with Ralph. I just don't like that that mindset and that tactic because you know, everybody's grown and you can be friends with somebody doesn't like or have them on your show or whatever. Dude, because if you didn't, how are you gonna have a show? Right, like
you can be friends with people you don't like. That's
sure.
What happened to that? Like, I'm friends with plenty of people I don't like. I'm friends with Vito. I don't like him. I'm friends with him. It's different.
Vito will be on the kill stream tomorrow, by the way, 3 p.m.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Cool.
Good shit.
So he's gonna be stopping by. Just a little promo there. Rumble.
Fuck yeah!
Happy about that.
Actually, maybe the other guy did. I think the other guy. I am happy with it. I mean, it was just like, oh, there's my name fucking 11 times being lied about. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like people lying about you, Matt? Keep it going.
Ooh, okay.
Don't do an autistic rant.
Let me see what people are saying. Shave Dana says, I still like you, Matt. Please stop fighting with Patrick T. Are you fighting with Patrick T, too?
No, I'm not fighting with Patrick T. Every time we're on the stream on Finatra's, we're fucking fine. What are you fucking talking about?
Critical mad game at chat jokes, dude. He's mad at Ethan because chat's making jokes.
Right?
Goes, What
were you saying?
I don't know. I was just gonna say, like, it'd be like me getting mad for that super chat earlier or something, right? Like, it's not.
Well, like getting mad at me.
Yeah, like.
Stupid.
I don't know. It's dumb.
We talk about comics. This is Trashcast, dude. Where does it say comics? Grapes in the chat. Oz Great Sage putting grapes. Grape, by the way, the grape is it means
shit
rape.
Was funny as fuck today. That shit was
means
funny.
Rape with a G in front.
The graping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been graped, man. It is funny. Grapes in the chat.
Grapes in the chat. Grapes in the
That's
chat.
my new emoji. Grapes and dartboard. Bullseye you have to type in to get the dartboard, though, because we're a bad species.
Also, I should mention that this is right before I enter. I'm going to turn down the volume because I'm loud and angry. And I should say that, you know, I didn't have the intention to scream at him when I first joined in. I wanted to have a reasonable conversation. But as soon as he starts hitting the bong, which threw me off, and then he, like, autistically comments on my sword while I'm, like, swinging it around and, you know, rage. And then that just, like, broke me. And at this point, I'm like, man, he's not going to listen to me. I have to scream to get my points out. I'm sorry, chat, for, you know, screaming. I had to get my points out, and I felt like this was 100% necessary. Do I regret the screaming? Yes. Do I regret screaming? No. Yes and no.
Women.
All right, let's continue.
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is this.
The walking grape.
If you could stop fighting with all of Cecil's friends,
Who are the Cecil's friends? Really? Is Riley and Mint Salad Cecil's friends?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't think so.
You got to name some Cecil friends first, dude.
Everybody's friends with Cecil. Sheila is.
I love Cecil.
So if you could
I've
stop
met him in
fighting
real
with-
life. Mint and I met him in real life at Nick Ricada's Nashville show. So I think we're all friends. I'd consider myself friends with Cecil, and he hasn't said otherwise.
with Sheila.
Okay, great. I'll stop
Anna.
fighting with Sheila. Sorry, Sheila. I'm sorry. I'll be more empathetic to your fucking tweets in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because I'm a fucking nobody. So maybe.
He's so bitter.
What a non-apology.
He's so mad since the very first second. You could tell, and it's not. I don't know. It just doesn't come off well. And if you would just laugh at some of this stuff, I don't know. I just can't.
One day, if I keep drinking milk, my muscles and my bones will grow stronger, and maybe someday you'll notice me.
All right, we got a super chat from Cecil. For $5, he says, I gave a slight pushback to this nobody, and he cried for days
Again with
on
the
end.
nobody shit.
I
Jesus
couldn't
Christ.
take his whining, and I blocked him. I don't
Yeah,
hate Matt. He's just annoying. So that's
right.
nice.
Annoying enough that you have to block me. You couldn't just mute me like fucking Ethan says. Ethan's telling me I need to mute people. You couldn't mute me. Give me a fucking
Yeah, I
break,
wish
dude.
you would.
Oh, something interesting to point out here is Matt Barr keeps lying about not having blocked Cecil because Cecil is honest about having blocked Matt back. But Cecil was kicked out of the green room, which we all know as very professional Twitter users, that means that Matt blocked Cecil first, and Cecil just blocked back, and then Matt unblocked to pretend he didn't block him. Now he's
I've
taking
seen
the high
that.
road. Yeah.
I've seen that phenomenon.
All these
Low
tactics have
class.
been used against us.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, why does this guy got me blocked? It's like, well, you blocked him first. I don't know. It's just.
And then Cecil forgot. And
dear.
he's like, well, I just blocked him because I don't like him. The same way that anybody would just respond normally. But Matt's like, see, I didn't block him. It's like, no, dude, you almost got away with it. But we know what it means. You kicked him out of the chat, which means you blocked him, you bitch.
Well, so if somebody blocks me, I go back and block them almost every single time. As I remember a friend of mine named Pterodax, who I still see on Twitter every once in a while. It's like, you know what? I'm going to start blocking everybody that blocks me because they had me blocked. They don't deserve to see my tweets. And, you know, this is years
why
ago.
They're blocking you is to see
Yeah,
tweets without you
right.
seeing theirs.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to block back.
Yeah, exactly. And I've pretty much practiced that tactic ever since. So just a little bit of my lore.
Oh, we got for
Idle.
what is it? Adolwolf for $9.99. Thanks for having Ralph on. Very based move. Also, you can tell EVS has been watching the sector for a minute. He's mocking this guy to his face and making him bend the knee. Great Ethans think alike.
Black power, my brother.
Shout out
Thank you for the
to
super
Idle.
chat.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Woo.
All right.
Yeah, I wish he would too. It would be so fucking dumb. We could fucking work this through. Jesus.
Here we go. Blast Radius
Work
is
through
nothing.
this.
What does that mean?
Work through this, not work this through. Okay, keep playing.
I think
It's
you're
your
fucking
fault,
annoying, dude.
Matt.
I think your voice is annoying, but I don't fucking
Dude,
block
my
you.
voice?
No, I'm talking to Cecil.
Oh, I got a great
Okay.
voice.
It's
pretty good.
It's not bad.
Adrian. Nothing's your fault, Matt. Everyone is
No,
Matt's so
what
unfunny.
the fuck was that?
Matt's trying to be funny, he's not.
attacking
Dude,
you
if
for
something
no
is my
reason
fault-
at all, and
No,
not
dude.
because you come off like an
Who said that?
asshole. Yep.
Whatever, dude.
Lol.
Sometimes I'm wrong
Blast
and I
Radius.
apologize. I always apologize if I'm wrong, dude. And I never go half cocked and I never do any kind of fucking jerk reaction.
I know. Here's Jeremiah.
What?
And my content is 100% pedo free. I'm just putting it all out there.
I can see Matt's point that
If I'm
some
wrong,
people
I'm wrong,
can
man. But I don't think I am.
that some people can dish shit out and not take it. I just don't want to let him. Don't want him to let it get to him so much. Jeremiah M just says, "Relax."
Doesn't.
Man,
I
keep your fucking mouse
I
off
turn
of
off
the
my
screen.
computer. I go downstairs. Nobody wants to
Watching the
hear
super
about
chat
this
for
shit
me.
downstairs. They want me to make fucking chocolate chip pancakes. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. It's like
So
it's your
it's-
version of touch grass is to make chocolate chip pancakes.
Dude,
you know?
that's why I'm so fine with all of this shit because I have a solid foundation at home. Like, I close the door, I don't give a fuck, dude. There's all kinds of other shit that I'm responsible for,
Yeah,
and that
but
I'm
can't
busy
you give
with.
a fuck about the feelings of all of these?
I do.
great
Some people I
YouTubers?
do. I do. If somebody is being cool with me, then I'm super cool with them. If somebody
All right, let me
comes
check.
at me
I don't know if I don't know if I
on a
believe
sideways,
any of
then
See,
this.
I'm
my
gonna
whole
fucking
crusade here-
retaliate.
My whole crusade here is I don't give a fuck who anybody is friends with. I care about good art and good entertainment. And I will be mean to people who are friends with people who make bad art. The same way I'll be mean to people who make bad art. Matt Barr's whole thing is like, I want a hug box where we're all friends, and why do I not have that now? Well,
He
sorry,
has a
dude.
slap box.
Ah!
Well, it is
mean-
like that. Somebody came into his treehouse or something, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
well, we were all cool before. Just stop being friends with them. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's annoying.
Yup.
I'm not gonna fight. These aren't fights, dude.
They're not
These aren't
fights.
fights on no, dude. They're like arguments and shit. Like these aren't real fights. This is fucking Grand Theft Auto, dude. It's fucking it's shallow as shit. It's not real.
Okay. All right.
But
hold on. Let me,
saying that you're gonna fucking rape me and then saying you're gonna come after my fucking past clients, that you're gonna contact my former clients, that you're gonna attack all the books I'm a part of.
yeah.
Dude, I'm
What
gonna
books?
block
Like
you. Dude.
Rock and Roll Ninja, because Rock and Roll Ninja's late. Why don't you finish your comic book instead of because your comic book's not as good as Ethan's. It doesn't take as long to make. You don't get the excuse that he has that he gets to spend forever working on it because it's going to be perfect when it's done. Your comic book's going to be a piece of shit that I'm going to rip apart on this show, and my artistic girlfriend is going to correct each page of it. Same way Ethan did Isom.
Oh, that was brutal. I did watch that. Holy shit, that was brutal.
Oh, hold on. Do you know what I have, Ralph?
What?
Oh.
I have the priceless historic relic. I bought
I'll
this
be
for
damned.
$4,000.
No
I bought
shit.
it for Yellow Flash's page rate because he's a stupid little broke pussy. So I was like, Ethan, I'll give you 4K for that, just to like prove a point. here
Holy
it is.
shit.
The most expensive comic book that Eric July's name will ever be connected to, and it's because Ethan drew a little penis in it. He signed it with Bagak on the top of it. It's a little chicken thing. You can't quite see it, but I'll post a picture on the community tab. It's my favorite thing. I just have it sitting over here, and I'm like, man, this is better than a 10 out of 10. Like, it's better than an impossibly perfect graded comic. It's a priceless relic, truly.
Poor Eric July.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. And
All
then
right,
your
let me ask you-
girlfriend
hold on,
sharing the
hold on,
fucking
hold on.
accounts. Of course, I'm gonna block
Hold
her
on.
too.
We're not sharing
Sorry?
accounts. Stop saying shit like that. Again, saying shit like that is a way to try to get mint ban.
I was about to say.
for ban evasion. All of this is fucking like you're trying to come for me and for the money that I make. You're trying to come for my girlfriend and the money that she makes. You think it's too far for me to go after your fucking clientele, dude? If you're working for the NFL or ESPN while doing this shit, then I'm going to go to a football game and I'm going to go into the locker room and I'm going to rape all of them too. Whatever team you're doing the art for. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. That's why he keeps saying that. He said that I don't
Fucking
know,
cancel
3 or 4
culture,
times
dude. Yeah.
during here. Yeah, so he can try to get people to report her account and say that you're using it, which I've not seen any evidence of that. But yeah, that's exactly why. he's doing
Obviously
that.
not. Why the fuck would I?
Yeah.
You guys don't understand. I don't like Mint. I don't want her to succeed. I'm jealous that she has more followers than me. I've been trying harder for longer than her. Everything I do is funnier and more interesting, but she flops her fucking tits out, which are smaller than mine. And suddenly she
That's
gets
true.
all the attention. That's bullshit. I'm going to lose all this weight, and I'm going to become a twinky little femboy on Fansly, and I'm going to get more followers than her by appealing to the gay crowd. All these repressed homosexuals like Matt Barr are going to be secretly jerking off to me in anime boy cosplay.
Reach out to the gay community.
Yeah, get them on board. Like, start swinging them back at people like this. It's so stupid. People are like, "Oh yeah, Mint's success is in some way like good or bad for me, but it's only bad for me. Actually, I don't know how to express that enough."
She's in your fucking green room, dude.
I am too because well,
I
she
mean,
was.
sorry,
you kicked
not
her out.
sorry. Sorry, not
Now-
sorry, dude.
Now hold on.
Well, now
Before
I'm
we-
out of it, and which is fine.
Before we go any further here, I'm going to list the people that are in the Comicsgate green room. And I just want to ask you if you have problems with any of them, okay?
How long have I been in the green room, and who
I'm
have I fought
going
with?
to ask you if you hate these
Please.
individuals. And if
Please.
you do, let me know.
I'll fucking let you know.
Carl O'Rowe.
Carl O'Rowe. I'm not familiar with that person.
Art T. Bear.
Love him.
Commie Mark.
Love him.
Rosary Warrior John F. Trent.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy who did Bounding into Comics back when it was based. He sold
He's
it.
all right,
though.
I guess. I don't have anything against him. I was on the
Yet.
dance stream with him a couple times. No, what do you mean yet? He's a
What do you mean yet? Keep it going.
Christian guy.
Oh,
just
get your
fucking...
super. Everybody send super chats in. Ralph's leaving in like 20 minutes. Get your fucking super chats in. I'm gonna
Get
give
'em
Ralph
in.
half this. I'm gonna give Ralph half the super chats. Super chats in. I'll PayPal.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. Thank
We're not
you.
here to make money. We're here to make people like Matt feel bad.
I guarantee, like I said earlier, you're definitely watching.
Yeah, this is
'cause
brutal.
He's just
dude.
that
There's
type of
200
guy.
There's 200 people watching. If he's not watching, all his friends are, and they're gonna pull it up on their stream later and make him watch it. So it's worth the
And
half.
he's
the
doing
super
contract
chats.
work for the UN, some more globalist propaganda. I
There's a guy in
can't.
globalist. There's the global.
I know that's the first thing we did. It's kind of a callback, but like that was terrible. I mean, I guess maybe they told him that or whatever, but it reminds me of like a left-wing meme, like the left can't meme, right? It's got the meme with all the different fucking like it's too much on the page.
If
right?
they made
You
him do that,
can't-
he should have said no. This hurts my
Yeah.
career, and let me do it better, please.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Here, wait, hold on. People can't even focus on this because there's too much going on. There's too much shit there. But
People
what a
give
pro would've
people
done.
give EVS crap for doing a cover for Tate's comic book.
yeah, that's
But
hilarious, by
Andrew
the way.
Tate's- But his cover for the Andrew Tate comic book doesn't look like Andrew Tate's comic book. It looks good because
Yeah.
he brought what he can do to it. So
Right.
if Matt's like, my excuse is the UN paid me. Man, bring that folder back up one more time. There's one of the screenshots you didn't pull up, which is the proof that he worked for the UN.
Oh yeah, I can pull that up. real
Matt's
quick.
a globalist 4. Right there. Pull it up.
Yeah, let me pull that up. Oh jeez.
You didn't pull that one up. That's like the resume part.
Oh wait, what are you talking about? This
Just
one?
put it on screen right now.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Then don't say, what are you talking about? There's no need for you to...
All right, check this out.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
it is.
Okay. So yeah, March 2017, April 2018, 1 year and 2 months. Writer, co-creator, artist. I was brought in to help with the creation of a new superhero involved in the United Nations and their Sustainable Goals program. I teamed up with Avi Mugelli for the Atlanta Falcons and co-created the world of Gridiron Green. I was responsible. So the Falcons are who I'm raping, right? He said he lives in Georgia. This all
Fuck
tracks.
Philly.
What?
Is that the Falcons?
No. And Philly's great. What do you?
I like Philly. Actually, disregard that
What
comment.
the fuck are you doing? Don't talk. If another woman ever talks about sports on my show, I will kick them. Even you, Mint. Jesus fuck. That included submitting story outline. I was responsible for all the writing and dialogue. So does that mean just in the comic, or does that mean in the shitty propaganda piece and in those bad copyrights? Because on the top of the page, that copywriting was god awful too. Not just artistically with the green on green, but also like the words were not interesting. This included submitting story outlines and character designs for UN approval. Once the story was written and character designs were approved, I illustrated the comic book pages and designed the overall look of the... Whoever sent me the screenshot's retarded for not hitting show more, by the way. I will have to find this on my own and bring it in, but yeah, there we go. It's just, this is his words. He's like, yeah, so what? I did it. I did it. I loved doing it. And now I'm pretending I didn't love doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if they cut him a check, they cut him a check, right? Like, I don't hold that against him, but like trying to pretend, I mean, it's just straight globalist propaganda, basically. You can't really wipe that off your record very easily.
What happened?
Why'd you do that?
I didn't do anything.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you kick Ralph?
Because he was making too good of points, actually.
Okay, well, wait.
There he
Is
is.
he back? All right.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I don't know what
I
happened.
don't know.
Just said error and threw me out. I was like, oh, whatever.
Wait.
Fuck you and fuck Matt Barr.
The tech is timing us. No, the UN did it. The UN came for us right there. Live. All right. So yeah, Matt Barr does globalist propaganda. That's worse than OnlyFans when it comes to participatory culture war activity. Mint has not helped or hurt the culture war. You have hurt the culture war if you helped at all, and if you did not help at all, then you're an ineffectual culture war operator, and you're not a tier 1 operator. You now have to pick. You used your tier 1 skills for the United Nations globalist propaganda, or you're not a tier 1 operator, and the United Nations globalist propaganda that you did caused no harm. It's up to you.
Agreed.
Let's
I want
get
to hear
through
Mint
this spread
Salad.
out.
Is she about to come
Yeah,
on?
I know.
Yeah.
Mint sucks.
On
Mint,
this
come
clip.
Yeah, I was a little bit too early.
I wanted Ralph on for this.
Can't,
All right,
you
Yeah,
can't,
I want to see this.
can't go against him. He's doing what he believes in.
Billy Tucci. Do you hate Billy Tucci?
Fucking loved Billy Tucci.
All right. Mark Polton.
I've worked for Billy Tucci.
Do you hate Mark Polton?
Mark Polton, no.
Irene Strakowski?
Nope.
He's taking this bit so seriously.
Bill Willingham.
Oh man, I want to fucking work with that guy one day.
See, this sounds positive, Matt. You sound like you like
Because
a lot
it's
of these
fucking
people.
bullshit to say I fucking fight with everyone, dude.
Chris
Fuck.
McWilliams.
Chris McWilliams. I don't know who that is.
How do I give Mint
Okay, I
money
don't
in
either.
a manner that doesn't allow Riley to spend it? Fucking OnlyFans and Fansly. Her money is her money. My money is my money. I just hope I make more than her soon.
They're
Very
actually
emasculating. It's worse than having a small penis.
who that is. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to take a minute here and just try to heal if we
All right, now this is where I come in.
could. We just have a little healing stream. You prepared
The
for
heal
this, Matt?
stream.
I'm always prepared for healing, dude.
Great. Here's Mint Salad, who you
No.
kicked out of the CG.
Good segment.
Great.
Great.
He got the okay too. It's technically not an ambush because he agreed to it, right? Like he got it. He
Yeah.
rolled it out there, reeled him in.
She's
All
so
right,
mad.
great.
Look at
Here
that.
she is.
Matt autistically claims that he thinks she's faking. A bunch of autistic people are questioning whether now that she's been revealed as autistic, she can like consent or if her emotions are real or not. There's a bunch of weird conversation about it. But like, look how actually mad she looks. I love it.
Freeze frame there,
I wish she looked at me like that.
I do all the time.
yeah.
That's why we're still together.
Room. Hey, Mint, welcome to the show.
Hi, Ethan. I hope you're having a great day. Matt Barr, you've been spreading some slander
a little bit,
about
just
me.
unbalanced.
I
The
don't
chat understands
make
you're gonna stream,
incest
or scream.
porn. I don't make any fantasy incest porn, and the fact that you're saying that and that you're saying that I do it on OnlyFans, it's against their terms of service. So you're going
Well, I'm
after
not
my
part of
money,
fucking
and
OnlyFans, so I don't care.
I'm appropriately angered.
Now
The
you're
fact
pointing
that
shit
you
at me.
do-
Okay.
Oh wow! Oh, I'm so intimidated. Oh wow! It's a freaking. This won't hurt you physically. Why are you intimidated by this?
Mint Salad.
down.
First of all, I want to thank you for your backdrop. I really appreciate all of the Cyberfrog posters behind you. I don't see any Cyberfrog shit in Matt's place. Matt, do you
Yeah,
have any
what's up with
Cyberfrog posters at all hanging up in your studio?
No, I don't.
That's what I thought.
Just
Hey,
wearing
man.
the Comicsgate hat.
Where? I don't see it. I see a Popeye the Sailor hat on your avatar. Where's the Comicsgate hat?
It's on my head, dude.
then
Mint,
Mint remembers
what is
hers is
that?
right there.
Isom. Oh, look at Mint. She's got a Comicsgate. She's got one of the
Oh.
rare hats. What
Oh,
is this
this?
Isom thing? Yeah.
I drew this. I drew this actually. It's a parody of the Isom cover. It says introducing Goodieing or Good Dying. We don't know yet. Why did Isom quit?
Why did
Woman.
Isom quit?
It's just something I did in like 30 seconds. You know.
What is
I
Matt
just have a
doing?
bit-
Is Matt smoking the marijuana up
I
there?
believe
Yeah,
so.
people now are saying that like Mint can't draw. Like that's like an example of her artwork.
That
Oh,
literally
Oh, that's
took
just a little
30
sketch.
seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Yeah.
The
I
problem
mean,
is
I'm not an
that's what-
artist, but if you're a good artist, you can sketch something like that out
Yeah.
really quick.
Well, that's
yeah.
the quality of art that a lot of these CG slums guys can offer other things.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, look, she tried really hard on this. No,
Yeah.
All right.
One and done. Sounds like it.
Someone in chat said I
Matt-
could draw better. See, it's like Sir Ubi-son. Like, yeah.
How long does it take for you to draw better, though?
All right, remove it. But yeah, that's the point I've been trying to make about Matt. Is everybody says his art's good, but like, is it good for 3 months of work? Is it good? Like,
Right.
cover artists, maybe you could spend time on it. Is it good like today? Because Ethan Van Sciver can draw what he used to draw. Like those were daily. Like those pages took a day each for the DC Comics. Nowadays, he spends more time on it because the details. He's got a higher level of detail. The higher or lower the level of detail is, and the faster or slower you can do that level of detail, dictates how good your art is. Not the idea that you've done murals that have been acknowledged for being on television, and then you didn't win the acknowledgement.
Two-time
Are you
loser.
smoking marijuana you
Two-time
blow.
loser. Two-time loser, Matt Barr. Two-time Emmy loser.
I have exactly as many Emmys as Matt Barr does. 0.
Bubbles into a glass of 7-Up. Which one are you doing?
You know what I'm doing, dude.
You have to get high in order to deal with mint salad.
I don't have to. I choose to because I'm an adult.
All right.
Great.
Why did you choose to block me when I was simply warning against what young? I was warning you against young Clippa.
I don't need you to warn me. I don't need you to warn me about your fucking boyfriend. So that's why I blocked you.
Super happy
I don't need
right
you.
now.
I don't need to
You're
warn you. That's great.
Into him.
And that's why I'm blocking
feeding
you.
into him. He's actually.
That's
You're
fine. That's why I
feeding
blocked you.
right into his. You fell into his trap.
By blocking him, great. Good
Yes,
for the trap.
exactly. And you're doing the guilt by association shit. You know what you're doing?
You were attacking me and harassing me online, dude. What the fuck, Ethan?
With young
Cecil
Clippa,
says Love on the Spectrum is less autistic than these
Dude,
two.
I love that show. Tanner, why can't you be more like
Oh
Tanner?
my God, young. Because
Why can't
of
you be
young
more like
Clippa-
Tanner?
Because of
Yeah.
young Clippa.
pure
I love
heart.
that you can't finish a thought from the middle. You have to and that's an autistic problem, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have to kind of the sentence is the whole sentence, and if you don't say it all at once, you can't get it out.
She's going back. Plus, the guy, I mean, he's doing that on purpose to try to.
Yeah, he's trying to fuck with her. He's making a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
noise. He's being
Yeah, yeah.
disrespectful. He's like distracting. Like, oh, you're pointing a sword at me.
I won't let
Yeah.
him. I fucking won't. I'll have to put. I will do anything to have my point pushed across. You know.
Except for learn how to speak, which words mean what, and how to communicate them properly.
Exactly.
You won't do that, bitch.
You get it.
Why do you have to be a weird, creepy
Fuck are you
degenerate?
to interrupt me? You are affecting my livelihood, and you are not going to get rid of me, fucker! I will fucking sue you if you keep saying that I do incest porn, because I do not. Riley and I, young Clippa and I, are not fucking related, and the fact that you don't give a shit about how you're just throwing things out in the ether, you keep saying, oh, it's they threatened you. I didn't do shit. I didn't
Dude,
do
I
shit.
don't
I
watch
never
the channel for a
threatened you.
reason.
I
This
never
is the reason.
threatened you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she has autism, Matt. You know, that's her thing. You know,
Dude,
you're picking on
Well,
You can hear me walk in and say, what
Yeah, I
the
hear you in the
fuck?
background.
Or
Yeah.
some variation of me coming in the back door going, what the fuck? Like, and then I just turned and walked right back out to the back porch.
Now that was a rant there. That was full. You know, Ralph Mail, I'm known for my rants and yelling too. That's like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 right there
Well, thank
on the
you.
rants. And that's what he deserved too, because he kept trying to interrupt you the whole entire time and wouldn't let you
Yeah.
speak. So that's exactly when it's
Ralph.
called for.
You should.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, play the rest of this, and then we got one clip for Ralph. I want to show him your rant from Twitter that you did after this.
Am I? Are you
And we'll
kidding?
cover the rest of this in part 3 tomorrow on For Cannon's Sake.
Dude, stop.
Well, I mean,
you
she-
saw in
she
the green
has
room.
autism.
Once she said she was autistic in the green room, I said I didn't want to fucking have this discussion
Why?
anymore.
Why? It's just because I'm autistic?
Yes, it is, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Why
I do
is
not
it
want to
just
get
'cause
into a
I have
fucking.
autism
I
that
don't
makes
want to
you
get into a fight
better?
with
That I
autistic
don't need to
people.
have a. You don't need to have a conversation
not.
with an autistic
I'm just
person
not
because you're
gonna go
better
there.
than an
No.
autistic.
I didn't
Is
say
that
it
what
was
you
better.
think?
I'm just not going there. Are you kidding? It's just the optics of fighting with an autistic person. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, I would say no fight. Now, Mint, listen, we love you
Also,
around.
I'm just back there yelling stuff at this point. I don't remember. We were drunk. I'm probably just engaging with the stream now.
I
Here,
blocked.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Where is Riley right now? I did see his video where he's at Walmart shopping
doesn't even know
for
I'm
all
asshole.
kinds of goofy things. Is he okay? Is Riley at home with you? Is
He's
he?
at the bar. He's hanging
he's-
out with. He's hanging out with the lady. He's at a bar. He's having a fun time.
Oh, I see.
He doesn't care at all. Actually,
Yeah.
he's laughing.
Okay. Well, we care, and thank you, Mint Salad, for coming on. Appreciate you. I'm gonna get back to
Matt.
talking to Matt.
I didn't
Any
care.
last
Matt,
words for
please
Matt?
Days ago when I
apologize.
blocked Riley, like I blocked him 2 days ago.
You
and
are
he has
attacking
since been
me.
losing his shit. So
Hey, if you
How am
are
I
attacking
attacking
me,
you?
I need an
How am I
apology from
attacking
you.
you?
Please apologize to me because you are attacking me.
I'm not attacking you. I don't know
Yes,
what
you
you're
are.
talking about.
Talking
I
to
have
her.
no idea what you're
Yes,
talking
you
about.
are.
Sorry, man. I didn't know that you could hear me in the background. I think I'm talking to the other bitch about sleeping here tonight.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that you were even here. Not gonna lie. Oh, for $2, Addo Wolf for $2 says, "I love how EVS is in on the bit."
Who knows? Who can tell?
He's such a great deadpan guy. Yeah.
My
I'm
God,
sorry, I
yes,
don't know
you
what you're
are.
talking
The
about.
fact that you don't, you keep doing guilt by association shit. You keep spreading that I do incest porn, and you keep comparing me to the Saska sisters. And I didn't threaten you. That's the most important part. Is I didn't threaten
These
you.
are all
I
straw
never
man
threatened you.
props that she's throwing up. I don't know anything about any of the shit that she's talking about right now. They're all straw man fucking arguments.
Well, this is the thing. She's
We're
she's
gonna-
upset. Man, I want to thank you for coming on. I feel your anger towards Matt Barr. You know,
For
it's,
cannon's sake,
Do you
live.
really,
We're
Ethan?
gonna
You
cover
feel the
this.
anger?
Get the plug in.
can't
Cover
you?
this on
You don't
For
feel
Cannon's
that?
Sake dot
I
live.
see it, but I don't feel it because it's fucking coming from a. I don't know. I just don't. I don't. The source of it
What?
is
You
just
don't think
unreliable.
I'm actually angry at you? Oh, you don't know what the fuck emotion looks like then. You don't think that this is actual anger? That you're gonna
I don't
destroy
know.
my
I don't know if you're
livelihood
kayfabing.
if you
See what I'm
fucking
saying?
try
Like,
to go
this is
after
what
my
I. This is
OnlyFans
why I
and on my
block.
Twitter saying. Sorry,
Hello?
I
This
get,
is why I
get a
block.
little unhinged.
You're welcome. Thank
I
you.
get a little in
Yeah.
here.
Mint, you have a great night. Take care. Tell Riley we all said hello.
Why wouldn't I
and we'll
block
see you
that
soon.
dude? Are you kidding me? As
Someone
soon as
says, you kind of just threatened to kill him 2 seconds earlier. She threatened to sue him. I don't know where you're getting the fucking word kill.
Yeah, where are you getting killed?
Jesus
Yeah, I didn't hear
Christ,
that.
You fucking
I never heard
The
kill.
internet. All right. And
With
I
the what? The
threatened to rape
sword?
him. Nobody's denying it. Just say that. Like that's the. But men didn't do that. That's the thing of it all.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, my livelihood Maddox reference was good.
Yeah.
All right, play that. Yeah. So Ralph, I want you to see because you didn't see it. Mint's
All right, let me see.
way of dealing with things. Go to the. Well, you have to show the Twitter, right? Or
No, it's.
you can't play it off Twitter.
I mean, I can. Oh, yeah, I
If
can.
you could play it off Twitter, you could show everybody how many views it got.
Okay.
Because of. God damn it.
I forget about Twitter. You know,
Yeah, go to the media,
it's right here.
and then click into that. Pause that.
Whoop.
All right, now show this on screen.
All right, have a little gander. What do you think of this? Right here.
Okay. We have scroll back to the beginning. 15,000 views, 241 likes.
Yeah.
This is the power of Mint's Twitter. Again, ultimately, the reason that if any EVS is leaning any direction towards Mint, it would be because she has an audience and consumer purchasing power that she's guiding towards Comicsgate, and she has the ability to, in an emotional whim, get 15,000 views. You do not, Matt Barr, have that ability. You never will. You never have.
She's
Your art
got
can
a
be
couple
awesome.
of abilities that he's lacking. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
she's
that's.
I'm telling you. All right, let's show Ralph this.
Matt Barr!
Oh, I don't get to see his face? I
don't
wanna see
wanna
Ralph
fight
react
an
to it.
autistic girl, but then you do this. Oh God, now it's buffering.
No, that's a good
Ah,
place to buffer.
Twitter,
It's
man, their video player is such shit. Okay, there.
fine.
it is.
Doesn't it? Isn't it?
It's done that to me a million times. Ah, Twitter,
All right,
I
all
hate
right.
you.
We play the downloaded version. We've seen.
You
the
might just
social
have to
media.
Sometimes if you just refresh it, it'll do that. I've had that
Yeah.
happen to me on air so many times.
She
It's
has
because
the
their
downloaded
players
version.
complete trash. Always has been.
Well,
Fucking
it's
shit.
just because of how little money is going in.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Twitter is. Elon
spend
should
all
have
the money
fixed that
buying
day
it.
one. Yeah, it's like you spend all this. Oh my god.
Why do you
have-
have it labeled as incest video? That's not helping your accusations. It's maybe like rant about not doing incest video or something. Just so you guys know, chat, in the behind the scenes here, she has it labeled as a video. It's called incest video on the file.
I had to make sure I know what it was about.
All right, let's watch Mint cry.
an autistic girl, but then you do this.
Real crying.
You made Mint cry. What the fuck?
She's actually upset. The thing that people are like, is this kayfabe? I can't tell if this is real or not. She was actually upset, but she doesn't have like shame, so she is also willing to record and upload it on purpose with like minute editing. You know, it's like because she felt not heard on Matt's because of Matt, she felt not really heard on the show. So she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna say this to my fans." Like,
no shame will take you very far in this business.
Yeah.
Good,
Matt Barr, I never did anything to you, and you just start slanderously spreading lies that I do incest porn. I don't even do fantasy incest porn. That's against the terms of service. You just keep on spreading all those lies just because you're in a conflict.
People are giving you shit for slapping that Rumblebee poster.
I slapped a Revelations poster.
The bad He-Man show?
Yeah, it's like
But it's off camera.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
off
it's
camera.
off to
It's
the
all
side.
ripped off and ripped up and shit. I
that-
would never disrespect this
Well,
poster.
I'm glad we can correct the record here. If you scroll back just a little, it kind of ripples in the air, and it looks like you slapped it.
Yeah, I know. I can see the confusion.
Play it back just a little bit. We're gonna make this clear. You did not slap this poster. You.
All those lies
Yeah, you
No,
can
it's, like,
see
off
it's
to the
off.
side.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see it.
just because you're in a conflict with young Clippa and you can't get him because he doesn't care. He's laughing right now as we speak. He doesn't care that I'm even upset. Wow, you got me. Good job, Matt Barr. And by the way, you don't even respect autistics. You would say to me straight to my face that you would not speak to me because I am autistic, and you just spoke over me during the entire time in our discussion on Trashcast. You keep lying about me, and if you don't stop lying about me, I never made any threats. I never threatened to rape you. I never threatened to do anything to you. I was only supportive. I liked your art, dude. I just wanted to see your art do more art. I just wanted to see you do more art. And this is what I get. This is the things that I did. Because you just go after me. Oh my goodness, Matt Barr. If you don't stop saying that I do incest porn, I will sue you. I will sue you into the ground. Because you're lying about me, and that is unacceptable.
Obviously, she can't sue anybody, but like, if somebody Matt's over here, like, oh look, she spurged out. Like, yeah, she's a 23-year-old woman with autism. She spurged out. You spurged out as a 46-year-old man who claims not to have autism.
Right.
Because you're acting the same way. One of you, and not on purpose. Well, both of you not on purpose, and me on purpose. We're all acting exactly the same, Matt Barr, and that's embarrassing for you.
Well, plus
You
her
get
spurg
that?
out is entertaining and got tons of views and a bunch of likes, right? Like and your spurg out is got what, like 5 likes or some shit. Like nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody cares about you, Matt. You're
Yeah, right. Like
You're a
yeah,
nobody, so
spurg out's-
nobodies don't even know whether they don't care about you, actually. Nobody even
Get
knows
back to
about
the
you.
UN, apply for another grant or whatever the fuck you did to get that deal in the first place. Who would even know? Whatever. But yeah, I think he needs to get some more, I was going to say government work, but NGO
Yes.
work or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. Because that looked like easy money. I don't even know if they checked that because that looked like shit because they had anybody
Like
there that knew what was
garbage,
going on.
dude.
Yeah, it's like they had anybody that knew what was going on art-wise or just, optically. They would have
fucking
called that
embarrassing.
back. Recall Matt Barr.
Yeah, there you go.
I appreciate
right.
you guys having me on today, by the way.
Thank you for coming on. And we got to come back on your show soon.
Yeah, I'd like to set that up.
Yeah.
I was
we'll do it.
I had taken a trip to Relapse Town kind of on the last one, so I was a little fucked up.
You
but,
know, Mint will never judge you for that, and I will only celebrate it. Unfortunately, I'm an enabler. I'm a bad friend to have if you don't want to make mistakes.
I appreciate that. I mean, there was still some fun to be had, but I kind of fucked up
I loved it.
some of the tech and stuff, and maybe went off into some areas with insider jokes, maybe more than I would have if I would have been back on my game. But I'm back on my game. It was a pleasure being here. I didn't even do a show today, so this was my output, really, being on you guys' show
Nice.
today, and I appreciate it. It's been a long day, a lot of bullshit I won't go into, but I like both you guys, and I'm glad we can collaborate.
Yeah, same.
and, look
Many,
forward
many
to-
collaborations in the future coming. We have lots of
100%.
fun to have together, and I will be sending you half of the super chats from today's show.
Salute,
Whenever YouTube
man.
sends me out fucking super chats. I guess.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you guys have fun, and I'll watch the rest of the show, and I look forward to seeing
Awesome.
the review.
Yeah. That's our next segment. Thank you so much for coming on. Mint, roll the bumper for the What It Is segment to end the segment.
What it is.
This is not an